If you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe and become part of this community. Oh, and also, go cop that fresh merch and listen to my new songs in the description. See, the last time that I made a video on Rae Sremmurd was quite a while ago. It was around the time that they dropped their couple of singles in release of their new album, Sremm4Life 4, but the album never came. We thought it was going to come last summer. It never arrived. Now, I just saw that they've been releasing a couple of singles, and most importantly, we just got a new snippet from Swae Lee and Travis Scott that is actually pretty fire. It seems to be a Swae Lee track, not a Travis Scott track, but we're gonna look at what this new snippet might mean for the release of Sremm 4. Let's jump into the video. Real quick, if you don't want to listen to this, make sure to skip 20 seconds into the future, but you can now sign up for my free newsletter that comes every Sunday and recaps everything that's been happening in hip-hop over the past week. And also, follow me on TikTok. I'm posting on there daily. You don't want to miss out on that. Now let's get into the video. So before we get into the snippet, this new Travis Scott and Swae Lee snippet, that's actually pretty exciting because also it could mean Travis Scott is dropping something. We got to take a look at what the history behind Sremm4Life 4 is, because this has been going on for quite some time. So around May and June of last year, I think it was end of May 2022, they started teasing this new album. They put out the profile picture of the Burning 4 that was to represent, now just gotta take a look at it, that was supposed to represent the 4th installment in the Sremm4Life series, and they also gave us the title for the album, which would be Sremm4Life, because they always do some sort of wordplay with the number of the sequel of the like chronological order in there, because Sremm 3 was the E of the Sremm, was the 3, so y'all know what I'm talking about. So they posted this picture and they made it their profile picture afterwards. Like, it's still to this day, it's this Burning 4. That's like the symbol that they use to convey this message of this new thing dropping. Around the same time too, they released 2 singles. The first one we got was Denial, which was actually pretty good. Now, I love Denial, and I listened to that for June, July, August, the whole summer. Denial was in my rotation. I love that track. I think Denial was a track that really brought back that style that we like from the two of them. It wasn't hard. It wasn't like hard-hitting, Rae Sremmurd that we kind of know from the first 2 records. It was more of that softer vibe that we got on Sremm 3, but that I really liked. And Denial was one that definitely displayed both of their strengths perfectly. Swae Lee on the hook, Jimmy coming in the second verse and just going hard. That's usually also how they divide their parts in the 3 other singles that they dropped, because the second one was called Community Dick with Flo Milli. Now, shout out Flo Milli, love what you doing, but what was this track? I didn't like this track at all. When this dropped, I thought they were joking, but it's out there. You can listen to it. I just hate it. I don't know why, but this track is not what I'm looking for in any sense. And over the past 2 to 3 months, I think the first one that I'm going to talk about is Torpedo. They dropped Torpedo at the end of 2022, I'm guessing late December. That was kind of what I saw when this dropped. And the funny thing about Torpedo is, in that video, now they got a video for every single they dropped, so they're really trying to push this. We got that 4 again. In the music video, there is the 4 from Sremm4Life, so the 4th installment in Sremm4Life. And this was kind of like, I was like, okay, I guess they're about to drop it. In January then, we got another single called Sucker or Some, and I'm trying to show you all the pictures from the music videos that have the scenes in that I'm talking about. In there, we also had another Burning 4. So this is really what they are trying to go for when it comes to the aesthetic and the rollout for this new album. They're pushing this 4. So that's where we at. We don't have any date. We don't know when it's coming. We had an interview with Swae Lee last summer where he talked about that the album was about to come out, but we never got it. Swae Lee has also been making some waves over the past couple of months, or I think it was like September, October, when that one snippet of him singing the Dido song, the Stan sample, you know what I'm talking about? My lean's gone cold, I'm wondering why. That was his remix. He made some headlines with that. People were saying his own album is coming out, Human Nature, where we've been waiting for Human Nature ever since like 2018. I remember in 2019 being excited that it would come out soon. It's 4 years later now. We still don't have it. So Swae Lee also can't get his solo record, right? I mean, the last one we got was Swaycation, which was a part of the trilogy on Sremm 3. And that's, we didn't know what was going to come out, but at least we thought Swae Lee is making some headlines with this Lean's Gone Cold, whatever. that they're going to be dropping Sremm4Life soon. They're not. And as I said, the last one that we got, the last snippet, was a snippet that only surfaced a couple of days ago on TikTok, which was from a live performance from Swae Lee and Travis Scott, where they previewed a new song from the two of them. The song is actually pretty fire. I like it. I think it's a track that displays both of their strengths pretty well. Of course, we don't have the fully released, fully mastered, mixed and mastered version yet, so it's only the snippet. I'm going to have a link to it in the description in case you want to check it out. It's been going around a little bit, but it seems like the two of them want to push this track because they're previewing it and they want the leaks to get out there to kind of, showcase what it is. It could be a Travis Scott track with the Swae Lee feature. I doubt it though, because from what we can hear, it sounds like a Swae Lee track, like he's taking, over most of the track. If it is a Travis Scott featuring Swae Lee track, then that's really cool because that means Utopia is coming pretty soon. He also just said something about Utopia that I'm going to make a video on probably after this one, so make sure you subscribe. You don't miss out on the new Utopia content that is dropping. But most likely it's going to be a Swae Lee track with a Travis Scott feature, which could yet again hint at something dropping very soon. At this point, we don't know. Sremm4Life could be dropping any month, any week now. I don't think it's coming still in February. I also don't see this dropping March or April. I'm guessing we're more so looking at May or June because usually they want to drop some for the summer. The music that they make is usually suited for the summer. I think Sremm3 dropped in like fall or winter even, but usually what they want to do is get out these summer hits like Denial. I love that track. They want to put it out in the summer because that's when people are listening to music like that. Now, as I said, I don't think this is dropping anytime soon. We still got to wait a little bit more time, but it's just crazy how long we've been waiting for this and how much we thought last year that it was going to drop, that honestly, I would not be surprised if they again can't make it on time, or like on time. Of course, we don't know when it was supposed to drop, but that they don't drop it this year. Maybe this will come out 2024. I don't know. But at that point, their relevance has become even less because the 4 singles that they dropped also didn't do that well. None of them entered the charts. None of them became any TikTok trend or nothing. The only thing that really did was that Lean Gone Cold remix from Swae Lee. That was the only thing that really had some sort of traction but also just because he reused a song that most hip-hop fans know from the Eminem track from 20 years ago. So that was not even like an original thing that they made. Now maybe with some big features on the album, with a big rollout, with anything, they could probably get back on the hype that they were at. But taking a break this long, I don't know, not a good idea. Also, both of them are not being featured on like other projects as well. When was the last time that you saw a Swae Lee or Slim Jimmy feature? I mean, even back in 2018 when they were still active, Swae Lee was on stuff like the Metro Boomin album. Not All Heroes Wear Capes. This Metro Boomin album, nowhere to be found. So even that is not there anymore. So, we gotta wait and see what they do with this. I think that Rae Sremmurd is about to release this record and then, experience a big fall off. That's what I'm gonna say. I don't want them to fall off, but this is kind of what I'm thinking based on just how they're being perceived and how successful they're being with the singles that they're releasing for this new album so far. I don't want them to fall off, but there's a likely big possibility that they will. But that's all up in the air. Let me know what you think about this, though. Are you excited for Sremm4Life? When do you think this is actually dropping? Did you enjoy the singles? What was your favorite single out of the 4 that we got? And all your thoughts and theories on this, please let me know in the comments down below. If you watched this video to the end and liked it, and you want to stay up to date with all current hip-hop events and releases, make sure to subscribe, turn on notifications, hit that like button, and go follow my social media, and most importantly, join my Discord in the description. Until the next one, you'll have an incredible day, and you'll take care.